Hi, welcome to Yoga Glady. So I had a request today from my mum. She asked me to teach some breathing practices, some pranayama that can help to strengthen the lungs. She said she's worried that if she gets the virus she won't be able to breathe properly. So this is just for strengthening the lungs and making the most of the whole of your lung capacity. So there were two pranayamas that came to mind when I got this request. The first one is Samavritti Pranayama, equal breathing, and the second is Viloma, so I'll talk you through both of them. So you can either lie back onto a little stack of cushions or pillows. I've got a couple of pillows here, in which case you shuffle your bum in towards the end of the cushions and then lie back and then just let the arms open up to the sides. This is just nice because you can really open up the chest area and it's really relaxing as well. So you could be here or you can be sitting. You don't have to sit on the ground if that's not comfortable. You can sit on a chair, but try to keep your spine nice and long. And if you're sat on the ground, have a bit of height under your bum so that when you're sitting down, the knees are just below the hips. And then let's lengthen the spine upwards and lift the shoulders up to the ears and then roll them back and down. And as you do that, just broaden across the chest and the collarbones. And then bring your hands to your rib cage. Take a deep breath in through your nose and bring the breath all the way down into the space under your hands. So you feel your rib cage widening and expanding out to the sides. And then breathe out completely. Let's do that again. Breathing into the hands and then breathing out. So can you feel the rib cage widening out to the sides? You're breathing all the way down into the lower lobes of the lungs. And breathing out from the lower lobes of the lungs. Good. So if you're lying down, just follow my words with your awareness. And if you're sitting, you might like to take a mudra. This is just really helpful for concentration. So you could bring the tip of your index finger to the base of the thumb, roll the fingers in like that, and then bring the hands onto the knees, or you could have the tip of thumb and index finger together and then reach into the other fingers and let the elbows hang down under the shoulders. And again, lengthen the spine, soften your face, relax. Feel your sit bones heavy on the ground if you're sitting, and feel the weight of your body surrendering to the earth if you're lying down. So first of all, we're going to breathe into the count of 4 and then breathe out to the count of 4. So first of all, we're just going to establish a nice rhythmic breath. So we're inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and then exhaling through the nose 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling through the nose 2, 3, 4, and exhaling 2, 3, 4. Just continue inhaling and exhaling to the count of 4. And then I'll just talk you through the next bit. So now we're going to inhale to the count of 4. And then we're going to hold the breath to the count of 4. And then exhale to the count of 4. So we're inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, and then exhaling 2, 3, 4. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath 2, 3, 4, and then exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so just wait a minute there. So we're inhaling to the count of 4, then we're holding the breath on full lungs, and then we're exhaling completely. And then we can add in another breath practice here where you're holding the breath on empty lungs. So in that case, you would breathe into the count of 4, hold the breath for 4, and then exhale to the count of 4, and then hold the breath on empty lungs to the count of 4, and then inhale again to the count of 4. So it's this kind of like, you can almost visualize it as a kind of square shape. So you go up one side and then along the other, and then down the side, and then along the bottom, and you're counting to 4 on each part of the cycle. So let's do that. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 2, 3, 4. Holding breath, 2, 3, 4. And you can continue in your own rhythm, in your own time. Continue for a few rounds. And then after the exhalation, take a little break there. And then maybe continue again. Okay, so that's Samavritti Pranayama. And the next one is Viloma. So for this one, you could imagine that your lungs are like a cylinder and you're going to fill up from the lower lobes of the lungs and then to the middle and then right up to the top. So first of all, take a breath in through your nose and then exhale completely. Let it all go. And then inhale through the nose, filling up from the lower lobes. Pause. And then inhale to the middle lung. Pause. Inhale all the way up to the tops of the lungs, right up to the top. Pause. And then exhale all the way out through the nose. Let it all go. So you're inhaling to the lower parts of the lungs. Then there's a pause. Inhale to the middle parts of the lungs. Pause. Inhale all the way up to the tops of the lungs. Pause. And then exhale completely. So you can visualize this, as I said, like a cylinder. You're filling up from the bottom to the middle to the top. And then when you breathe out, you can imagine that you're breathing out from the top through the middle to the bottom. Okay, so you're inhaling all the way down to the lower lobes of the lungs. Pause. Inhale to the middle lungs. Pause. Inhale all the way up to the tops of the lungs, right up to the tops. Fill it up. Pause. And then exhale completely. Let it all go. Good. And you can continue in your own time. I wouldn't do it for too long. Just do a few rounds and then have a little break and then maybe do it again. And if you can practice it every day, it will benefit you in one way or another.